on to Unit 5, which is all about equations. So we need to develop the definition of a few vocabulary words before we work and apply our knowledge with equations and formulas and solving and that kind of stuff during this unit. What you can do today, you can identify if a number is a solution to an equation, and you can also create algebraic equations given a word problem or word phrase. So an equation is an expression with an equal sign. So during Unit 4, we were dealing with just expressions, being able to combine like terms and stuff. Unit 5, we're throwing an equal sign in there, and that's the definition, is an equation. An open sentence is an equation, so it has an equal sign with a variable. That means that you're not for sure what it is yet. It's open for debate. We have to use some algebra. So that would be something like this. 2a plus 1 equals, put 0. I'm going to scoot that over. 2a plus 1 equals 0. That would be an open sentence. It's open because it has a variable in it. And you need to know, in order to identify solutions, you need to know that a solution makes an equation true. So, there's two different things that you're going to be doing with the solution part of it. I'm going to be giving you two numerical expressions, but they're still an equation because it's 24 plus 18 equals 20 plus 22. It's an expression with an equal sign. But I'm going to identify if it's true or if it's false. So you're going to simplify both sides and verify if it's true. So I want to know, is this a true statement or a false statement? Is 24 plus 18 equal to 20 plus 22? And this is, you just show your math. 24 and 18 would be what? 42?
Yep.
Does 42 equal 42?
Yes.
It is true. So one of your learning targets today, they're going to give you expressions that look like this, and you're either going to say true, false, or open. Again, if you say open, open means there is a variable connected to it. So, is this a true equation, false equation, or an open statement? 7 times 8 is 54. 56 does not equal 54. That is false. Okay, the next one. Again, true, false, open. That's what you're identifying. 2x minus 14 is 54. Is that true? Is that false? Or is that open? It's open. Now, if you are going to get confused with that, just think, how can you determine if this is true? You can't determine that yet because we have not learned the process for algebra. So you can't tell me if this is true or not. So you would say open. It's open for debate. I got to figure it out. Is 32 divided by 8 equal to 2 times 3? Is 4 equal to 6? Nope. Notice how I said does not equal. It's an equal sign with a slash through it. And then that would be a false statement. Does 3y plus 6 equal 5y minus 8? No idea. What's y? It's open. It's open for debate. I have no idea what y is. So, do you think you can handle that? True, false, open? Sweet. That will be the first part of your homework. The next part has to deal with solutions. And you got to tell me if a number makes an open sentence true or false. So all you do is plug the number in for the variable and verify. I think those were questions 2 and 3 on your pretest. I forget. 3 and 4. I know right on that first page there were solution ones on there. Notice that semicolon, and maybe that confused some of you a little bit yesterday. It says 32 equals 2x plus 12, semicolon 6. In math, the semicolon means 4x equal. So how I read that, Does 32 equal 2x plus 6 for x equaling 6? So I put a 6 where my x is. Does 32 equal 2 times 6 plus 12? 32 does not equal 12 times plus 12. No, 6 is not a solution. I think I should say not a solution. So again, that semicolon, it's just representing what they want you to use for the variable. So 6m minus 8, does that equal negative 5 for m equaling 1/2? Again, that's what that semicolon is. For the variable equaling 1/2. So you put a half right where the variable is. Does 6 times 1/2 minus 8 equal negative 5? Half of 6 is 3. Does 3 minus 8 equal negative 5? Heck yeah, it does. Negative 5 does equal negative 5. Yes, it's a solution. I'm just going to say yes. Part of me, I'm having an internal debate. Because part of me is like, yes, comma. Negative 5 is a solution. Just kidding. 1/2 is a solution. But I'm not. I'm being lazy and saying yes. So the next one, what am I going to plug in for B? 10. That's what that semicolon means. 5b minus 6 is 43. 4b equaling 10. So that means I put the 10 there. 5 times 10 minus 6. Does that equal 43? Does 50 minus 6 equal 43? 44 does not equal 43. So not a solution. Or just, you can say no on your homework too. You don't have to say not a solution. What am I going to plug in on this next one? 7. So does 4y minus 12 equal 16? 4y equaling 7. So does 28 minus 12 equal 16? Notice I evaluated right away. Like I didn't show what I've been doing everywhere else because I think you get that now. So yep, it sure does. 16 does equal 16. Yes, it is a solution. So today you're going to identify true, false, open, and then they're going to give you values for a variable, and you have to tell me if those are solutions or not solutions. The next thing is writing an equation given a word phrase. So you need to know that is means equals. Like my kid is 13. That means kid equals 13. Okay? So is isn't equal. It's for sure. So here's an example. The sum of 3x and 2 is 7. What does sum mean? Add. Sum is add. So I want to go 3x plus 2 is means equals 7. There's my equation. The product of 7 and the sum of 3 and x is 8. I know I'm going to use parentheses. Do you know why I know that I'm going to use parentheses? And. Oh, I like that. The and. Well, but this had and you didn't use parentheses. Remember if you use 2 or more vocab words. So I have product, sum, and is doesn't really count as a vocab word. That just means equals. So product and sum tells me I'm going to have parentheses in there somewhere because I have 2. So the product of 7, and now parentheses, the product of 7 and the sum of 3 and x, so sum means add, 3 plus x, is means equals 8. That's,
would it be fine to have it not straight into the parentheses, or would you want to distribute?
you are distributing. Yep, you have to distribute. So 6 less than x is negative 2. Remember less than? Less than, less important, put it second. So it would be x minus 6 equals negative 12. Okay, mental math and finding solutions. I'm gonna say no because I show it to you one time and you never do it again because algebra dominates once we learn about algebra. So that's pretty much my learning target for you. You need to identify if an equation is true, false, open. You need to see if a given variable is a solution, and then you need to be able to write an equation given a word frame.